Right now, this Stephen A. Smith, Matt Barnes beef. Gots to be discussed. To me, this is just another display of the black card at play. Okay? I know it rhymed because I like to rhyme. I got rap Tourette's. But basically, it all started with LeBron James coming out with his video saying how he doesn't like Memphis to play in Memphis. Now, we know he's talking about the facilities. We know he's talking about the hotel with the Hyatt Regency. We know what he's talking about. And it's a video out there circulating, went viral, with like 10 other players saying it way before LeBron. Anthony Edwards was one. Kevin Durant was one. Guys have always been like, man, Memphis, that ain't it. But when LeBron says it, obviously it hits different. And more importantly, it employs Stephen A. Smith to go at LeBron and find a way, an angle to talk about it. This time he picked the angle of the racial undertones of like, look, dog, you're golfing with some white guys. He didn't say white guys. He said white, you know what it is. And I'm like, I don't like calling no man, no boy in no derogatory way. Now, if you my boy, you my boy. But if I ain't gonna say you a boy. I'm like, oh. All right, so anyway, he does that. And Matt Barnes is like, what? Why are you taking him out of context, one, and steering it that direction? And I don't like the fact that you even implied that black people should talk different in front of white people than black people. Like, the answer is the answer. Oh, I got to clean it up. I got to say something different. I got to protect. I shouldn't say that around white people. What? What world you live in? How many dualities you got? So here we go. Matt Barnes put out a video going at Stephen A. Smith. And y'all know Matt. He went there. Check out my other video if you want to see it. It's on the channel right now. But this is where we're picking it up from. Stephen A. Smith replying to Matt Barnes. As Stephen A. Smith says, you said I'm tap dancing. I ain't hear Matt say that, but he did imply it a little bit. He did.
But what you just did, what I just saw, that was fucked up on a multitude of levels. Oh. So I'm just going to address it one by one.
Until we all start to subtract. And then he got other people want to get my back. Remember that? It was that Dog Pound.
Okay. Couple of things. Let's talk about LeBron. Why y'all all acting, were y'all flamethrowers? You employed by the brother? Why are we overreacting to every damn thing that he's LeBron? He makes news. I report on it. I'm not an influencer. It's my job.
This is sticky right here. It's interesting, right? Okay, it's your job to report on LeBron, obviously, because LeBron is LeBron. Simple as that. It's also your job to report on the things you want to report on. So there are times where you don't report on things. You've even said it, self-professed. There's times I don't even want to talk about things, right? You just use this same reasoning when you were talking about Ryan Clark and Cam Newton. There are times where I don't bring up things that I could bring up. So this one where LeBron's just golfing with some guys saying he don't like Memphis, I understand where you're like, hey, that's ball-ish at least. Let's talk it. But then you didn't have to take it to the angles you talked it. So to get there, it's your job, but you can do your job differently, I think is what people are saying. Come on, Stephen A. You're smarter than that. But you're also smart enough to know, hey, I can use any reason to talk about LeBron. And this is why I laugh when people have these conversations. Oh, well, you know, all sports, all they do is talk about LeBron and the Yankees, and then all the people on podcasts, all they do is talk about that, and Marcellus, and you guys only talk about Stephen A. and all that. Dog, we all talking about the same stuff. It's called nouns. A person, a place, or a thing. That's all we talking about. Now, you can't get mad if you LeBron, which he doesn't, except when you talk about his son. You don't get mad when people talk about you. Duh, it comes with it. Stephen A, don't get mad when people talk about you. Duh, it comes with it. But it's funny, Stephen A does get mad at it. So now you mad that they talking about LeBron. You mad that you talking about LeBron. Maybe you was just mad.
It's my job. First Take is on the show, on the airwaves, 10 a.m. to 12 noon every weekday morning. Sirius XM is on the air from 1 to 3 p.m. every afternoon. Forget my political show for a second. Forget the fact that I own my own production company. Forget the fact that I own my own YouTube channel. I just gave you 2 jobs where I'm obligated to address the news. Y'all volunteering. Influencers. I'm a reporter.
Oh, I didn't see this. What? Matt Barnes is an influencer? I guess he's saying because somebody ain't writing you a check, like in a conventional way, because Matt Barnes is making money, y'all. I do know Matt Barnes in real life. Matt Barnes and all the smoke continues to grow. That's what he means? Is that what we doing? Whoa, this is spicy.
It's my job. I ain't just sitting up there smoking some weed and then I decide, yo, I want to get this off my chest.
Oh, my.
Looking like I'm doing one of them Spike Lee videos where I'm strolling on some chair or whatever while I'm talking shit about somebody I'm supposed to be cool with. I'm doing my job.
You know what's crazy about this? I only saw the beginning a little bit. And Stephen A. was like, I'm not going to go there on Matt Barnes. Y'all got to see the whole thing. But basically he said, I'm not going to go there on Matt Barnes. I got too much love for the brother. I did look out for him, and he even mentioned it in the video, blah, blah, blah. Boy, don't judge a book by its cover, because the cover of this was, I'm good. I'm just going to tell you what I feel about it. Now, you're not telling me just what you feel about it. You tell me what you feel about him. Golly.
So let me do that job. LeBron James. I think it was me. Was that me, Josh? That was me. I did that. Because I'm not rooting against anybody. I'm rooting for y'all. That doesn't require you to agree with me. It doesn't require you to it doesn't require you.
What I don't get, though, you're rooting for him, okay. Look, I'm not a part of this world, this culture where I'm calling you to talk about you. I'm not. I don't call you to talk about you when I say good stuff. I'm not calling you to talk to you when I say bad stuff. I'm going to say your name, and then I'm going to think that whatever I said should be good enough for you to accept, or maybe you and your feelings. Whatever it is, dog, I'm not going there. And if I go there, then you don't even need to call me because you know what it is. So what are we talking about? All these dudes that want to get their nails done together and talk about like, oh, did you give me a heads up? No. What did I say? I said I disagree with you, ABC. You and your feelings for that, and your job is literally to talk about people all day, every day, and then somebody say one thing about you. You got all the issues in the world, and you want all the smoke? Stephen, hey, you can't have it all those ways. Sensitive. It ain't even about sensitive. It's just, I don't care if you're sensitive or not, because I'm sensitive. I cry at movies. I don't give a damn. It ain't sensitive. It's silly. It's like, dog, do not blow up my phone. I am a grown-ass man with kids and family. I don't need to be talking to you. Hey, dog, what you mean by that? Did you listen? Well, no, I'm just saying what you really trying to say. What I said. Whoa. And trust me, this is why I keep some things tucked away. There's 3 prominent people who they know who they are, and there's a reason why they stay arm's length. Calling me up, oh, what's up? I got voicemails. I'm like, man, if you don't get your nails done by yourself, leave me alone.
To have your own opinions, this is a conversation about respect. Matt Barnes, you know that on my worst day, I would never talk about you like that. Not in a million goddamn years.
What did he say? Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel you. It really, Matt didn't say, I didn't hear the tap dancing part. Maybe I didn't see that whole video. I'm sorry, Stephen A, if I didn't. But he did say you calling out all these black women, Serena, Kamala Harris, and Jasmine Crockett. And what you doing damage to the black community, you worrying about what LeBron's doing to the black community, which obviously is it's just going to scratch the scab of what Max Kellerman and T.O. and Stephen A. Smith went through. So I understand the sensitivity to this one. He trampolining on that scar that ain't going to never heal. I hear you.
Not in a million years. You know that. Why? How? Because I've had ample opportunity to do so, and I never have.
The thinly veiled threat. That's what we do in these relationships. You know that. Hey, you know what I could do to you, but I didn't. But I could. But I let it be.
not in your entire career. I've always looked out. I've always big upped. I've always had nothing but profound respect for you. And I got to see you on social media popping shit about me like that.
That's the part. That's the part. Tell me, because I could be callous. I could be emotionless. And then I wake up and be like, oh, man, you didn't really put your heart into that. I don't know what it is. I have seen people talk bad about me on social media. D.L. Hughley, Ryan Clark, countless others. But those are the ones that really kind of gave it some repetition and quantity. Okay. I will respond, but it's not like, oh, how dare you? How dare you disagree with me? How dare you don't give me the courtesy and I knew D.L. Hughley. I used to see him all the time. I knew Ryan Clark. Why didn't y'all call me? They didn't want to. Ain't the answer in the action? Like, what? Is Stephen A. think he the Godfather? Like, people go, hey, Stephen A., hey, I really want to talk about you, but I need your permission. Like, what? What?
Really? Over some shit about LeBron, and then come to find out it ain't even about LeBron. I'll get into that in a second. But just to make sure that I'm not hypocritical here, what were we really talking about with LeBron? I'm sitting there saying be careful about being so flippant. That's it. Be in a serious confine. Address the issue with the seriousness that it's going to deserve, because it's going to affect the lives of a lot of black people.
Dog, this whole gatekeeper stuff, like, I'm going to tell you what to think, and I'm going to tell you where to think it. I'm going to tell you how to say it, where to say it. Like, that's so played out, dog. That's so old school. But look, he old. So, you know, I'm old too. I get it. But God dang. It ain't affecting all black people. Look, first of all, if somebody talk about Compton, which they do, good, bad, and ugly, which they do, and, like, okay, you hate Compton. I got people in my family hate Compton. They don't want to go back. You won't go. I'm going. I got people who love Compton. They love it too much. They want to always be there so they can be down and see it. Is it really like that? Dog, you too thirsty. Who cares? Why? I'm not connecting my whole energy to no damn city in terms of it's being a city. Do you know what that is? That's an inanimate object. That ain't no real person. In the city of Compton, you got good, bad, ugly. Guess what you got everywhere? Good, bad, ugly. Even Beverly Hills. You don't think so? Cats be getting jacked left and right in Beverly Hills. Don't think so? Check out the drug use in Beverly Hills. Don't think so? Oh, okay. Cats will run up in your home in Beverly Hills. Now, not at the same level, but you acting like there's no bad that's happening in Beverly Hills? You silly? This is people who just watch and say stuff because they know what propaganda sounds like. They know they selling propaganda. They talking in commercials. I'm talking real life. There's amazing people in Compton. Way more than not. Way more than not. But that wasn't the narrative. Everybody banging. No, everybody ain't banging donut. You're stupid for thinking it.
That's it. I didn't say that the brother don't have his I Promise program. I didn't say that he hasn't done things for the community. I didn't say that he wasn't one of the best people in the world, one of the greatest ambassadors in sports we've ever seen, who's a relatively good dude, regardless of my differences with him. It don't mean I don't hate him.
You just don't like him. So I don't know. He said, I don't like LeBron. And then he made LeBron say it. LeBron didn't say he ain't like you. You said you don't like him, and he don't like me either. Now, that's you talking. That's your projection. This is masterful, though. I got to admit, Stephen A. Smith know how to make us talk about him. I like that, though.
I'm over all of that. I want him to do well. I want us to celebrate him. But when he does something that makes news, if it's for the wrong reasons, I got to call it like I see it, because that's my job.
I'm over all that. So that means there was a time, Stephen A. Smith. See, I couldn't be a lawyer. I should have been. Ooh, I would have been something. You got over what? There was a time where, over what? You don't hate him, but you got over that. Over what? What'd you get over? What was under there? I told y'all there was a long time. I don't know how long exactly. Probably a decade or more. Stephen A. Smith went on a hate campaign of this dude, or I don't like him campaign, which is almost worse because then people don't even see you coming. You the sly fox. Oh yeah, LeBron's all right. He's pretty good. I say he's like 15th in the league. When you know if you liked him, he'd be 5 at the time when he was growing like this. When he first got in the league and started doing this, you giving him 15 status. He 5, but you don't like him. That's a sly fox. Now, we know you hate him. We ain't even going to listen to you. We're going to disregard. He just hating. You know what I mean? Years he had to talk about LeBron and didn't give him his flowers. And that's what's worse. He gave him some flowers. He just gave him the whole dozen, a bouquet. Gave him like 7, 8. And you ain't looking, you ain't counting. You're like, oh, that look like a whole, that ain't a dozen roses. It's all that green little parsley in there. It ain't a dozen roses. Come on, Steve. You got over what? Who says that? Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. Oh, that wasn't enough? Y'all want some more? Well, check out the link in my bio, Hydration Situation Live. Blah, blah, blah. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I believe the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration situation. So